You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend.
It's week 18 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Winston. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man downfield is Davis. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals at 9-7 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabari Zuniga in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Kareem Hunt with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Play action now, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing, Winston. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bonito able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Winston. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
From the 24, Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lockett, the man in motion. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run again with Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Come on, set.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
There's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just playing it or really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Hey.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Got it. Hey, Charlie. Hey, you. Yeah. Hey.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. On play action, Lawrence. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running well right out and right up the middle.
Here we go. Set.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line. And they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ball again on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Hall again on second down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go, here we go. Big, pull it high, block it. Let it roll.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The tight end Henry here in motion. This is Hunt on the draw play. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Third and 2, now Lawrence. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The slot man in motion right. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hunter Henry. 43 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On second down, a run with Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this.
Jarvis Landry, 30, 10. Touchdown Colts. Jarvis Landry, 65 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stop it.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run with Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Lawrence. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The tight end Henry here in motion. In motion, the tight end. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 76 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Lockett, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, They can't always account for individual effort defensively, and this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, and even 19 miles an hour.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to sort one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Winston.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. And finding the tight end Hooper. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Winston. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Nick Bonito able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And not much doing there. Maybe a
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Winston readies the offense. Down by 12. 1:44 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll let... I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, get up, go, If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best.